This ain't your everyday tactical carry. This is the old timer fixed and 2-folder combo from Tractor Supply Co. They just released this as one of their Christmas lineups. And I also wanted to compare it to a regular old timer. And he also wanted to compare it to the Buck Canoe. So we're going to compare all these knives and do an unboxing and show you everything that we got going. Do you want to unbox the Canoe first and talk about that?
Mm-hmm. I sure will. Right here, I got the Buck Canoe. Got the Buck Canoe right here for you guys. Now it has two blades. It has a bigger blade and a smaller blade. Which the blades, I'm just gonna open both of them up for you guys to see. I'm gonna do that. I know technically you're not supposed to do this. You're supposed to have one or the other out, but I'm just showing you guys the blade shapes. So as you can see, this is the bigger blade, and right over here is the smaller blade. They're pretty sharp, and I just recently sharpened them, so they feel pretty good. It's the Buck 389 Canoe. I got this on clearance at my local Walmart for $14 back in August. It was originally $24, and I just recently looked at the website, and right now it's on sale for $27.99 on the Buck website. And honestly, I got a pretty good deal for this knife for it being on clearance for $14 at my Walmart. And this knife is really well with cutting. If I had a piece of paper, let's see, I grabbed a piece of paper here. I'm going to open up one of the blades. I'm going to open up the big one, show you guys first. There's that. And then I could just line it up perfect. No, that's not good. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Cuts pretty smooth like butter. And then we're going to do the little one. We're going to do the little blade. Show you guys real quick. And do that. There we go. Oh, that's not good.
Hey, let me see.
Oh, that's not good either. Here you go. Can you assist me, please?
Got you. So these knives need to be sharpened a little bit. But
Yeah,
they
it
don't.
has been a while since I have sharpened them. But the 389 canoe knife, it's got a jigged bone. The color of it's black. It's got a satin finish drop point blade and penknife blade. And the handle, it's brass bolsters with brown jigged bone. And the knife, it doesn't have any clips or fasteners, so it's designed to be carried in the pocket.
And
So
this is made out of poly, I think. He says it's jig and bone. I think it's the the jig and bone that's poly. I don't think it's real bone. I think it's poly.
yeah, I believe it is too, because I don't think that would be real bone either.
Not for that price, no.
Yeah, no. Now, if it was real bone, it would. I could see it being more expensive than what it was.
So this one has a 2-inch blade, and it's about 5.5 inches long. And then the other blade with it open makes it about 6.25 inches long, and the blade is about 2.5 inches long. So that's the Canoe. And I wanted to talk about modern folder knives, like that are cheap. So this is a modern folder that was from China, I believe, because it's a buck. And then this is an old timer from USA that's just older. It's a vintage one with really good patina. This is what is it, a trapper, I think, and it has the regular bigger blade. Then it has a sheep's foot, and then it has the pen style blade. And the pen style blade was shattered, so I turned it into a flathead, a double flathead. So there's a miniature one and then a longer one, and then this is dulled down so it can be used for spreading or anything else, and you won't cut yourself when you're using it as a flathead. You can put your finger on here and really get into it, so you can use it as a flathead. So that's why I like this one. And then we were going to review this big this big box here in just one moment. But the blades on this one are looking to be about 1.5 inches. And then sheep's foot blade is about
2 inches.
about 2 inches or 1 3/4 inch. And then the big one, if I get that one out, that one's 2 1/4 as well. So that one's 2 1/4. The other one was 1 1/4, and then the first one was like 1.5.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the three blades. These have the poly sawn um, scales on them, and this is a real poly sawn scale. I don't know if it's bone or what is it. This is an older model, so I'm not exactly sure, but it does have the saw marks on it, and I can completely tell a difference between the older poly and the new stuff. For one, this has no patina on it, so it's not going to look the same. Secondly, I noticed that it's a different color. So, like I said, hopefully that'll age over time and become a darker color. We're about to take them out of the box and check them out. These, I'm assuming, are made in Taiwan. They have a mystery steel. I'm not exactly sure what they're made out of, but they're a budget-friendly knife, and they're from Harbor Freight. So now we're going to unbox these knives and check them out.
It could say where they were made on the back of the box.
It says generational guarantee. You visit us at oldtimer.com/warranty for complete details. American Outdoor Brands, 2025, All Products Company, or AOB Products Company.
So, with my best judgment, it looks like it was made here in the USA.
Maybe, but a lot of these knives are Chineseified.
Yeah, most of the knives that you find nowadays are either from China or Taiwan.
So I guess we'll open this thing up. I guess we'll open this up and see what it looks like. I'm scared to open the box because I don't want to ruin it, but at the same time, I'd like to open it and see what it's all about. Can I open the box without completely ruining it?
I am also curious to know what these knives are also about.
I might just have to ruin the box. So we got to use the old timer to get out the new old timers, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm using right now. I'm using the sheep's foot on the old timer. Wanted to keep this box, so that's why I cut it like this, so that way I could keep the box and it would still be able to hold and not look completely ugly. So there's the box. I know I completely mutilated it, but it's okay. This is what they give you in the box. I'm wondering, no, the felt doesn't come out. The knives seem to stay in there pretty well. I think I'm going to start off with the fixed blade. This is the one that interested me the most. They don't come with a sheath, so if I had to get one, I'd have to get sheaths for it. The full tang with brass bolsters. It has the brass old timer, brass pins, this brass spacer right here. Has a drop point blade, I think. No, drop point would go down. Hawksbill goes down. I'm not exactly sure what type of blade this is, but it is pretty cool. I like this quite a bit.
I also noticed it says old timer on the blade on the other side as well.
Yes, it does. It says old timer right there on the blade. And then on this side, it has the model number. And it just says 0525. It has the numbers on there.
I don't know if you guys can read that, but it says it on the bottom of the blade if you do end up buying one of these knives.
Surprisingly, it doesn't have any hot spots with it being unsanded. I think that if I were to modify this knife, I would definitely sand down these hot spots, but they're not really hot spots. It fits on there good. It's led to no creation. I don't know. I feel like there could be more ideas. I feel like they just slapped some scales on there and gave you a knife. I feel like I'm definitely gonna have to modify this one to make it more comfortable for
and
me.
and appealing. And I agree. I also noticed another thing too. There's no jimping on there at all.
Yeah, we're gonna have to put jimping on there too.
Yeah, you'll have to put some custom jimping on there.
Here, you can check this out.
Okay, I got you. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, this is the old timer, established 1958. So in 3 years, this will be 70. The brand will be 70 years old. That's quite interesting. Just a little fact for you guys. But yeah, I like the way this knife holds, but I'm sure after the modifications that Jay's gonna do, it's gonna be better. So here you go, man. Here, oh, there you go.
So this is the first knife. This is the fixed blade. Seems to be pretty sharp out of the box. So I like that. We'll get a piece of paper and do a paper test and see how that goes. Yeah, that's pretty sharp. I wonder if it's going to hold its edge over time. Yeah, they're not messing around. That's pretty sharp. So that's the first one. That's the fixed blade. Then here's the single blade. If I can get it out.
I love how they incorporated a blade protector on the tip.
Just to make sure you wouldn't hurt yourself. This one's got a single blade on it, and the other one has a double blade. The lockup is pretty tight on everything. This definitely is going to need some breaking in for sure. This
Facts.
knife, just wait till you open it. It does not feel all that good.
Which that's how it is with most knives when you first get them brand new. They're gonna feel a little stiff at first, but once you break them in, it'll feel really nice.
Here, try to open this one.
Okay, don't mind if I do.
Here, I'm going to pull out this other knife right here.
Oh yeah, this is definitely gonna need breaking in for sure. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's definitely hard for me to open it and close it.
It's hard for me to get them out of the box.
Oh, I bet. I bet.
Here, keep fiddling with that. Keep trying to break that in.
Okay.
Keep messing with that.
All
Talk
right.
about it. I mean, like the locks on them seem strong,
Yeah, the locks on these feel really nice.
but right around here on this one, I can feel some grinding on the pivot. Like you can feel like ka-chink, 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 ka-chink.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one is a little bit better. It's definitely going to need some breaking in.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's starting to feel a little bit better now once I'm opening it and closing it.
It doesn't have a good drop. It doesn't drop all the way. you were to buy these for a present, I think that if somebody didn't know their knives, they would be probably pretty happy. But if you're going to, if you're just going to give these to somebody and they know knives, they might not be too happy with these. But if you give these to somebody who don't know knives that well, oh, I see the issue on this. Okay. Here, look. On the inside, is there one on in here too? No. On the inside of this knife, there's these two little pieces in here that are preventing it from dropping all the way. Let me see if I can pull those out.
Oh, there we go.
Now does it drop better? There we go.
Okay. Now we're talking.
Now it drops all right. The finger studs are too low. I can't get them, so I'm going to have to grind this out. I'm going to have to modify all these knives to make them workable.
More appealing, more
Yeah.
fitting.
What about the other one? I can get out the sheep's foot just fine, but the this one, the finger stud or the finger cutout is just too low. So I'm gonna have to sand the handle. And I also don't like the hot spots on these. They really didn't sand these handles. They like if you look at this comparatively, they sanded this down all nice and smooth. And with these ones, they just left them rough. They left the edges like 90-degree angles. So that's something that I don't like. There's no brass on these. They're just stainless steel. So if you're a stainless steel fan, that's great. But if you like the older brass aesthetic, go to eBay and find yourself an old timer from there. Um, I don't know, man. I don't know. For $30, $10 a knife, do you think it was worth it? Because, like, if we look at those Walmart knives, right? Do you have any of your Walmart knives?
Yeah, I sure do. I believe I have my Ozark Trail Glacier with me.
If I pull out the Nimbus right here, here's a $10 knife, and here's a $15 knife. If I pull out the CRKT Squid or the Ozark Trail Nimbus, this one opens up no problem. Gives great quality for the little package that it serves. Did a review on that knife. This is the Ozarks Trail Nimbus, and this one opens up, and obviously it's 3CR13 steel. No, this one's D2 steel, actually. This one's D2 steel, but it's still not the best D2 steel quality. It's going to be, in my opinion, better than these $10 knives. So if you were to go for old timer and you're not a tinkerer, I would stay away from these old timer knives. I don't think they would be a good gift. But if you got a cousin, a nephew, a grandson, and you want to make some knives into something quality, I would suggest getting these and modifying them to make them better. And as I make the modifications, I'll make a video on it and I'll show you guys exactly what I do, and we'll do a re-review and just see how these hold up, if they stay sharp or whatever they do.
All right, I got my Ozark Trail Glacier knife right here. I reviewed this already to you guys. This is just the $8 knife, and I honestly like the way this feels, and I also like the blade shape. It's got the drop point blade, and I also like the axis lock.
So that compared to these knives, let's say they're $10 each. Say this knife is 10, this knife is 10, and this knife is 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
So a $10 knife compared to an $8 knife, what's the differences? Well, the difference is that this is a lockback folding knife, firstly. So if you're into lockbacks, that'll get you going. But the other difference is that you get 3CR13 steel on this, and you know that people have used it, and there's a lot of reviews on it. And with these, they're a mystery stainless steel. You don't know exactly what's on it, and you don't know like where it came from. You don't know the heat treat on it. You don't know the steel type or anything. The handles. Holding this, we talked about pinching this together. It will pinch. However, it's more comfortable stock than the old timer knives. So that's what I have to say about that. And same thing for the Nimbus right here and the Squid. All these knives from factory are more comfortable than these knives. And I know they have a higher quality steel than these old timer knives. So after I sand them down and I break them in, I'm going to have to do a new video on them and try to talk about just how they compare after a little bit of use. What do you have to say about these knives compared to $10 knives? Like if you were to compare these $10 knives right here to these ones, which ones would you prefer?
I honestly would prefer these knives right here because they each have their own unique style and they also have their own capabilities.
I also think they have good blade types compared to these mystery steels.
Yes, I agree with that.
So what about your rant? What do you got to say about all this stuff?
I mainly just agree with what you had to say. Like, I don't like how this is like 90 degrees on the scale. And I mean, that's mainly just it. Just what you explained. I agree with all what you said.
Well, this isn't your tactical everyday carry. This is the Tractor Supply Co.
Old timer unboxing video.
just reviewing these lockbacks. Like I said, the lock is very tough on this one. The lock is very tough on this one. So that's definitely going to need some breaking in for sure.
Oh yeah.
I'm just going to be doing this for like ever. That's what I'm going to be doing. Trying to break this in.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please leave a like. If you want to leave a comment for us, please leave a comment. And if you want to subscribe to our channel, Midwest Best, please do so. But we will catch you guys later on the flip side. Everyone have a good day or night whenever you are watching this, and take care.